shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. Look at the schedule for these teams. It's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Barber. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Williams will pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Finds his back in the middle. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Williams, look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to cut through the noise. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball.
Makes a catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Follows his block. It's Martin. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got it looking for the first down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Williams, he's looking deep. Out wide left, it's Barber. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Alston. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and that might open up some big plays down the field.
Williams looking for a man. Escapes the pressure going right. Stands in and takes the hit. Just had to get rid of it.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Out wide right, it's Coleman Williams. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Here's Williams to throw. Gets rid of it.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look at there, right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
This quarterback part of their running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They're all over it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Alston. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Right side, it's Bowman. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Left side is Barber. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
Williams to the air again. They get to him as he throws. Just barely got rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Williams. Going over the top. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. It's Williams again. Looking for a big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide, it's Thomas. Oh, out of space. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the wide receiver. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Williams throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Trojans will hustle to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Trying to establish the run. There he goes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the one, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
They'll run it on first and goal. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Rush right in his face. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody of the defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Williams to throw for it on fourth. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Smashes through the tackle. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Back to pass, it's Baker. Runs it upfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game. We're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Making the adjustment on the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Extending the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Send the tight end in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Floats it out in space. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here's Williams to throw. He wants to go deep. And he went for it all on first down. didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the right. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Throwing, Williams. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. Left side, it's Thomas. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at Marshall taking on the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Herd with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Right side, it's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Sells to fake. Rushes on. Down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Going to the running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Trojans in the hurry up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Williams. Look out. And they got him.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Williams will pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Time to take a shot. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The play fake. Out wide left, it's Wallace. Turning it on! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Bolton on the option. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
2nd and long here. Williams throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he's not going to take the touchback. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Hits inside, it's Wallace. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Trojans use their 1st timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Line getting set on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Dropping back, it's Baker. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for room, it's Wallace. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Tight end now in motion. Stopped right there.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Those last 2 running plays, guys, were awful. Let's see if they try to convert through the air on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Baker. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Trying to make one miss. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trying to take it back. Found a little running room on that. that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out wide right, it's Wallace. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to pass, it's Baker. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Looking for Rowe. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throwing, Williams. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Williams. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive and put a little distance between the other squad.
So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Calls his own number. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's Baker. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Thomas. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this tight end after that touchdown continues to have his way for the defense, and there was nobody even around him, close to him in the end zone, David. He just found the zone. He put his hand up. Quarterback, that was easy for him to see, but inexplicably bad coverage on the back end by the defense.
I mean, that was basically routes on air. Wide open. And this guy, it's not like he's a bum. This dude's been cooking you all day, and they left him absolutely wide open. Big-time mistake by the defense. And the offense, the QB's like, hey, my man's wide open. He's kind of done some work. I'll throw him the football. Easy 6.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the ground. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Making the adjustment.
Sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They give it to him again, and they swarm him under.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice